There's something in that. There's a sliding panel here, and it's marked PSA1. That's the one. It's open. I can access the closed-circuit system now. It's open. I can access the closed-circuit... I'll just upload Damien's software into the closed-circuit system. There. That should allow him to shut off the power to the office doors.
As soon as you upload the patch, I'll be able to shut off the power to the doors. After that, you should be able to get into the offices. Unfortunately, the door to the core room itself will still be locked. It operates on its own secure grid, and the only way to get into the core is to use an authorized access key. We'll get to that later. Now, you need to scan the bioworm I gave you, and before you can do that, you'll need to place it in a special capsule. You'll find those capsules in the laboratory just down the hall from the panel.
It's a data key scanner. This must be the laboratory. This looks like the kind of capsule I need to scan the worm.
After inserting the worm into the capsule, you'll need to scan it. You'll also need to scan yourself. The scanners, with my remote assistance, will upload both yours and the worm's DNA into the Dream Core's guardware. This will allow you access through the airlock. Both scanners are located in the med lab.
I can't access this. Even Liv's software wouldn't stand a chance against the security systems Wattie employ. This looks like the security office. Damien told me not to go in there until I'm ready. The security's pretty heavy. I'm guessing this is the cybernetics office. This is a closed environment, and that's where the air is coming from. This is the med lab. It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule, stick it in there, and it reads all the relevant biometric data. It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule. Lockpick. It's a full body scanner. It reads all my...
DNA and cellular composition analyzed.
It's a small biometric... It's locked for access. I'm guessing the security here is top-notch. Even lift software won't stand a chance. It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule, stick it in there, and it reads all the relevant biometric data. It's a full body scanner. It reads all my biometric data and uploads it to the system. It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen... I'll need to scan this before injecting it into the core. It's securely locked. It's a full body scanner. It's a small biometric scanner. It's a small biometric scan. It's a small It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule, stick it in there, and it reads all the relevant biometric
DNA
data.
and cellular composition of biological entity analyzed and cleared for entry and insertion into core.
After you've scanned both the worm and yourself, you need to locate a key to the core room. The security officer in shift won't be in his office. I'll make sure of that. But Rio told me they always keep a spare key around. That's in blatant violation of security procedures, but it makes our job a lot easier. You'll need to search the security offices to find it.
I'm guessing this is the cybernetics office. This is the security office. The security in this office is pretty heavy. I'll need to do exactly what Damien told me to do.
The security office has an isolated grid that isn't connected to the building systems. If it's on, I'm afraid you're going to have to disengage that too. It can be switched off from the inside by one of the security spiders. Check the cybernetics office. There should be an extra spider in there. Use the software I uploaded to your mobile to control it remotely. Inside the security office there'll be a dock where the spider can access the local grid. The spider you'll be controlling won't have the right security clearance, however, so you'll need to find a way to upgrade its clearance. If you fry one of the patrolling spiders and download its clearance, you should be able to dock with the security office grid.
This console is locked, and the protection is probably airtight. Without Liv around, I wouldn't risk trying to access it. Damien said that I can control a spider remotely with the software he put on my mobile. Damien said that I can control a spider remotely with the software he put on my mobile. Who would be stupid enough to leave a data key in a jacket pocket? Yes, idiots.
When you've found the spare key in the security office, use it to enter the core room. We need to get the worm into the dream core. Once that's done, I can start pulling information from the core to my console. To get to the core, you must pass through the airlock and a decontamination process. And don't worry, it's perfectly harmless. From this point on, you'll need to be vigilant. There's a team on duty in the core room, most likely 2 or 3 scientists. They'll be preoccupied, however, so you should be able to sneak past them. If they spot you, they'll trigger the alarm and you'll be fried, literally. Go to the lower platform. That's where you'll find the injection tube. Insert the capsule with the worm into the tube, push the button, and the worm will do the rest. After that, all you need to do is stay low and get out as fast as you can. I'll cut the alarm to the fire exit at the agreed time, so be there. If anything should go wrong, you'll need to find another way out on your own.
It's a data key scanner. I hope this key is active. Let's see. This controls the access to the decontamination chamber between the observation platform and the core itself.
what are you doing here? Hey, what are you doing here?
What the?
Hey, what are you doing here?
There's something in that wall.
Just going round in circles here. Must be missing something. She's getting agitated. We need to calm her down.
The core's definitely reacting to external stimuli. But what? This doesn't look like the normal spikes. And there's absolutely no activity on DreamNet. What's eating her?
Good question. Whatever it is, it's serious. I've never seen her like this.
Uh-oh. Guess who decided to pay us a little visit?
Gilmore.
None other. She's probably here for another status report. Why can't she just be happy with the daily briefings from the chief?
Don't say anything stupid, okay? I don't fancy getting fired just because you shoot your mouth off to her. She is the boss.
And what idiot gave her that job? She has absolutely no qualifications.
Shh. Miss Gilmore, what an unexpected honor. May we help you with anything?
I thought I'd come down here to check on the progress myself. Why are there only 2 of you here?
It's Sunday evening. The team can't work 24 hours a day. They'll start making mistakes and...
We're on shifts, Miss Gilmore. Dr. Lee and I have the core until tomorrow morning.
Shifts? We're 4 months away from launch, everything's gone to hell, and your team's working shifts. People can take the day off when this crisis has been resolved. If Alchera doesn't launch as planned, you'll all be fired.
I don't think you...
I couldn't care less what you think. That's not what I pay you for. I pay you to find out who's fucking with my project.
We're working on that. But it's been a difficult day. There've been spikes, and the leakage is getting worse.
Meaning what?
There have been fresh outbreaks of static interference across the wire, coinciding with violent fluxes in Angana.
What sort of fluxes?
Both physical spasms, like nervous twitches, and bursts of pure energy and data. Hugely complex bursts of data. It doesn't make sense, but Angana appears to be... how shall I put this? Expanding, okay? There's more data inside it than it can physically store.
How's that even possible?
It really isn't. That's also why it's overloading, creating spikes that travel at the speed of light into the wire. If it keeps expanding...
We might theoretically be able to shut it down, but we don't know what consequences that might have, both to the project and to the wire.
It could be catastrophical. Everything connected to the wire, and I mean everything, could conceivably be affected.
It's not an option. Disregarding the possible effects to the wire, if there's any chance the project's timeline will be thrown off, it's unacceptable. You'll have to identify the problem and isolate the intrusion into the system. Now, I want a detailed breakdown of what your team's doing and when I can expect to see concrete results. Can we stabilize the Dream Core?
For short periods of time, which gives us a window to test DreamNet. Angana has responded positively to direct infusions of Morpheus.
All right. Walk me through the process.
This place must be ancient. But that thing looks as good as new. Solid craftsmanship. That's him, the man I've been following. I haven't seen any other boats here. I'll need to find some other way to get to the other side.
one of those creatures sang to the door, and it opened up. Magic. You gotta love it. That creature didn't touch the door. It just opened as if by magic. So magic then. Always with the magic. I think that's an altar. It's a panel with 3 stone buttons. Maybe it's a kind of archaic magical keypad. It's a panel with 3 stone buttons. Maybe it's a kind of archaic magical keypad. That's it. The combination needed to open the door. This doesn't look like any of those creatures walking around. It must be a different species. For some reason, I don't think these symbols were created by the creatures that live here now. I keep thinking I've seen a creature like this before. Where? Could this be the ancestor of a species in Arcadia? It's a strange, alien symbol. I've never seen anything like it. It looks very old and very solid. I can't remember seeing a ruin like this before. It's a strange, alien symbol. I've never seen anything like it. It's a strange... If Naane was here, maybe she could decipher this. I can't remember seeing a ruin... I keep thinking I've seen a creature like this before. Where? Could this be the... I keep thinking I've seen a creature like this before. I can't remember seeing a ruin like this before. It looks very old and very solid. It looks very... It's a strange, alien symbol. I've never seen anything like it. If Naane was here, maybe she could decipher this. For some reason, I don't think these symbols were created by the creatures that live here now. That wall doesn't look very solid. There's an empty slot in the center of the gate. Maybe it's for some kind of key. Looks a bit scary. This is where that secret door is located. The gate's solid. Whatever it's protecting, it must be something very valuable. I keep thinking I've seen a creature like... climb up that way. The whole wall might collapse. I keep thinking... It's a sarcophagus. There's something glowing in there, and I can hear a ticking sound. There's a glowing object in there. And is that ticking? It sounds like clockwork. There's an empty slot in the center of the gate. Maybe it's for some kind of key. this place. It's like a million voices or dreams, trapped, stored. What's happening? What did I do?
We'll need to step up the testing soon if we hope to get enough data to go by. The limited trials have wielded interesting results, but a few hundred subjects won't exactly tax the system.
I understand. And you think the Dream Corps will be able to handle that?
She'll have to, Miss Gilmore. There's no question that Angana...
What's that?
I'm not... Wait. There's been a sudden surge of energy inside DreamNet. I don't know if it's emanating from the core or from some externals.
The core room will go into lockdown. You need to get out of here, Miss Gilmore, or you'll be stuck until the facility's been cleared and DreamNet checked for intrusions. And that could take the whole night.
But...
We need to get you out of here, Miss Gilmore. Right now.
you two are staying put. I want a full update once the lockdown has been lifted.
Yes, Miss Gilmore.
Be advised that lockdown will go into effect soon, and security has been called in to do a full sweep of the facilities. Lockdown will commence in T-minus 60 seconds. Please evacuate the core. The core room is entering lockdown. Please step away from all entrances. This is your final warning. The core is under lockdown. Please proceed to the nearest elevator to vacate the premises. Lockdown is in effect.
All right, boys,
Please
move out.
proceed to the nearest elevator.
You two head in that direction.
All
And you're
non-essential
with me.
personnel
We'll head the other
proceed
way
to
and
nearest
regroup on the other
elevator
side. Go!
And report to their assigned security station immediately.
Elevator. That's probably the only way out.
Find April. Save April.
I did. I found her. But what is it you want me to do? She doesn't need to be saved.
Save
Those flowers are beautiful.
What? Stop. Stop. Don't come any closer. How did you get here? Who are you? You're not supposed to be up here. This floor's restricted. Leave. Now!
What is this place?
I said, leave, right? Wait. I recognize you. You're that girl, the one from Casablanca. The one who was with that awful reporter.
Reporter? You mean Reza? Where is he?
No, don't come any closer. I'm warning you.
Why are you so afraid?
Security will be here in a few seconds.
So why aren't they here already? Do they even know about this place? I think you're bluffing. I don't think anyone's coming. I think you're alone up here. The security systems are affected by the static, isn't that right? That's why you didn't see me coming. Or maybe it's not the static. Maybe the little girl did it. After all, she sent me up here. Why would she do that? Who are you?
What little girl? Are you and her working together? What are you doing to me? You're taking away my senses.
Yes, I'm working with her, and we can do a lot worse than taking your senses away. Tell me what you know about Reza.
Reza? The reporter? The one who calls himself Jericho the bumper shit. If you seek to destroy what I've spent my life creating, you'd better come prepared. Your friend, he was not prepared. When he hooked himself up to the Dreamer, I saw him. All of him. And I fed on him. You were in there, in his head, in his dreams. All of you. Naked, writhing, alive, sweating, mooning. I enjoyed that. It made me hard.
Where is he? What have you done to him, you monster?
He's in a very dark place. His dreams are gone, I took them. But why can't I take yours? What makes you so special?
What do you know about the little girl?
You tell me. You brought her here, didn't you? You walked into my home and you brought death with you. You blinded me. She's a disease, infecting my web, my eyes, my ears, my senses. She must be destroyed, just like your reporter friend. He went slowly, shrieking, bleeding, crying your name.
No. You're lying. Reza's not dead. He can't be, that's impossible. You piece of shit. Tell me where Reza is, now.
No! If you come closer, I'll have you destroyed. I'll have you torn to pieces, bit by bit. I don't want to destroy you. I want to learn from you.
What?
You're different from the others. And you're connected to that fucking girl, the one who's destroying my web. You will stay, and I will study you.
Is that so? What's gonna stop me from ripping those cables from your body right now? Will you survive that? You monster!
Don't you dare! Finally. My most treasured pets are here. We'll take good care of you, I promise. You'll stay here with me, Zoe, and together we will explore that mind of yours. Your thoughts and dreams will open up to me like a book, and I will read them all. I will find out who you are. I'll find out what you're doing to me.
You're not getting me. And I'll be back for you. I promise.
Do you know who I am? Do you? I created this place. I created this company. I am this company. I see everything. I know everything. I know that you're working with that horrible diseased child. Her infection spreads across my web like weed in a garden. My beautiful garden. She makes me blind again, deaf, lost, trapped in the dark. I won't let that happen again. I'm not going back into the darkness. Never. 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 Take her. Now. Now. Don't let her escape. Don't let her escape.
It might be able to carry me down to the street. But it'd be a...
Don't let her escape.
It might be able to carry me down to the street. But it'd be a real leap of faith. It's a long way down.
Hello? Who's this?
Damien? It's Zoe.
Zoe, thank God. I'm so relieved to hear your voice. Are you okay? Where are you?
I'm okay. I made it out in one piece. I want to get as far away from this place as possible.
You can crash at my place tonight. There's not a lot of space, but you'll be safe there.
Thanks. That sounds perfect. I could definitely use a shower and a change of clothes.
I'll try and guide you to a place where we can meet. The first thing you need to do is find the boardwalk.
It does sound as though the Azadi have plans with this tower, Aprilon, but I cannot see what that would be. They claim to shun magic, even though this technology of theirs relies on it. Maybe the tower is such a device, a magical machine.
Maybe it's a weapon. I got the sense that it was very important that they make their deadline.
From what little I know of the Azadi, they have never previously built such a thing, but it is possible. They have powerful thaumaturgists, these Westlanders, and I suspect that their hostility to magic comes from their wish to control it, and their fear that others may know more about magic than they do. As for this place you discovered deep below us, this Chamber of Dreams.
I'm not sure that's the right word, but I don't know how else to describe it. I could hear the voices of thousands of people around me. I'm sure it's connected to the tower. The chamber appears to be located right below it, and the man I followed from the tower led me there.
This worries me, Aprilon. Dreams are powerful things. Combined with this Azadi machine, if that is what it is, it could have serious consequences. I shall send word to my blood sister in Irhad. She has connections in the strangest of places. Maybe she knows more. I would also have liked to see this chamber with my own eyes. Perhaps then I would understand more.
I tried going back through, but the rock's solid. There's half a mile of mountain between us and the caves. Without the portal, there's no way down there.
I will look at the wall in the cellar where you said the portal opened up. Perhaps I can learn how this musical magic works. I must say that I am intrigued. It reminds me a great deal of Banda magic. They sing to the earth to dig their tunnels. The Banda songs do not work on rock, but the magic could still be related.
Keep this under wraps, Naane. Don't let anyone get wind of what you're doing, not even Benrime. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Of course. I shall be cautious. Perhaps this is the opportunity we have been praying for, if we do not soon find a weakness in the Azadi front.
And we keep fighting them with the weapons we already have. What else can we do?
I am not suggesting we lay down our arms, Aprilon, but we are fast dwindling in numbers. Not a day goes by when someone is not killed, captured, and sent west to an unknown fate, or abandons the cause. We may soon need an alternative to force. There are many, we are few, and the Azadi support among the common people grows daily.
We're not dead yet, Naane, and it might be that this new information will help us. If that tower is as important as I suspect it is, we have a new target. I'll talk with some contacts, see what they know and what they've heard. Tell Bren and Chuan to get the remaining supplies on their own. They'll need to leave tomorrow evening as planned. We can't afford any delays.
Will you not go with them?
I haven't decided yet. It depends on what information I manage to dig up. If I get a lead, I'll have to follow it.
So be it. I may wait for you, but I will leave a message with Benrime if I, too, set course for home. May the stars guide you, Aprilon. We will see each other again soon.
If there's one thing we have enough of, it's weaponry. We have to travel light, and we have to stay packed, just in case. Benrime?
So, child, did you find that person you were looking for last evening?
What? Oh, no, No.
What's the matter? You seem distracted.
I'm okay, Benrime.
All right. Well, the day's getting on. If there's anything you need, come see me.
Actually, Benrime, there is something. I'm confused.
About what, child?
I'm not sure what to do, and I would appreciate your advice.
I see. Well, child, I'll do the best I can, though I'm no wise woman. What's wrong?
I think something's going on, something potentially bad. Something involving the balance between the twin worlds.
Ah. Does this have anything to do with that nice young woman from Stark? Zoe, was it?
It may. It does, but I can't tell you all the details. I don't even understand what's going on. I'm just worried that I might be involved somehow.
I see, and you would prefer not to be involved.
I've done my share for the balance, and I have more pressing concerns. People depend on me.
Yes, they do, but that is no excuse.
I'm not looking for excuses. I'm looking for answers. I need to know what I'm supposed to do this time.
Such answers aren't always easy to come by, April. Often we have to rely on faith alone to carry us through. Still, I understand that you want something more concrete than that, April. Very well. Here's my advice. You must speak with the Guardian of the Balance.
I've thought the same thing, but it's impossible. I can't shift anymore, and even if I could, the Guardian's realm is closed to me.
Maybe so, and maybe not. There is someone out there who might be able to help you.
Who?
An old friend of yours. The White of the Drake kin. The White Dragon.
You're right. If anyone can help me contact the Guardian, it's her. But I don't know where she is. She vanished just after she was born.
You are April Ryan. I'm certain that someone in this city can help you locate her. Have faith in yourself, and in the balance.
I had faith once, Benrime. Look where it got me. What's left of the person I used to be?
I still see the same girl who walked through that door a decade past.
I'm not her anymore. I don't even remember what she was like. Now I'm just...
Well, I'll be damned. April bloody Ryan. I can't believe it.
Who? Brian? Brian Westhouse?
The very same. God damn, I can't believe it's you. How the hell are you?
What are you doing here? I thought you were dead.
Likewise. You don't seem particularly pleased to see me again.
I'm surprised is all. Where have you been?
Oh, here and there. I've done a fair bit of traveling. Well, more than a fair bit, to be honest. I've rarely stayed in one place for more than a month. I guess the Tyrant invasion got me thinking about the world outside of Marcuria and life outside of the bottle. You could call it an awakening of sorts.
Sorry to give you the third degree, Brian, but I have my reasons for being cautious.
I understand. I don't believe in coincidences myself, and I'm sure there's a good reason we've bumped into each other like this.
So what are you doing at the Journeyman?
Just revisiting old haunts, and hoping to score a cup of Benrime's mulled wine, of course. How about yourself?
Same thing. I'm in the city for only a few days.
Well, even more fortuitous that we bumped into each other then.
So you've been traveling for the past decade?
I have, and I intend to keep traveling for the next decade or two, as long as I have my health. This world is fascinating.
You look so much better since the last time I met you. Younger, healthier, happier.
I do feel fantastic. I was bitter and angry back then, angry at myself at being stuck in this world. Now I don't see Arcadia as a prison anymore. I see it as an opportunity to grow and learn and experience. I'd forgotten why I crossed the divide in the first place. I wanted to go where few had gone, where there were still untrodden paths. Losing my home, being forced to run, it was certainly an awakening, and one I sorely needed.
Speaking of coincidences, maybe you can help me with something.
Absolutely. What do you need?
There's something going on, something that may be affecting both worlds.
Why, Ms. Ryan, You seem to get drawn into these things every time. Can you be any more specific?
It's more a feeling than anything else, so I need to confirm my suspicions. Or, preferably, disprove them. I need to speak with the Guardian.
Who better to tell you if anything's happening with the balance? So, why not just shift there?
I can't. I've lost the power to shift. But it was never that easy to get to the Guardian's realm in the first place. So to find the Guardian, I need a little help from someone else. The White Dragon.
Oh, yes. I'd imagine she could give you some pointers.
The problem is, I don't know where to find her. She could be anywhere.
Not so. I may know where to find her. I met a fellow traveler, a Dolmari from the Rose Court, actually, on a ship from Gien to Irhad not long ago. He told me he'd been to the Dark People's Library. Not many people are allowed there, and it was a great privilege. While he was there, however, he said that he was introduced to a pale, white-haired woman who introduced herself as the White of the Dryadkin. Now, I don't know if she's still there or how you'll get to the Dark People's City, but it should at least get you on the right path.
It does. Thank you, Brian. This is very helpful. It was good seeing you again. Are you staying long?
Another week, perhaps. Enough time to visit friends and pick up some things that I can't get elsewhere in this world. Then it's off to sea again. I've been thinking about heading east, perhaps convincing a whale rider to take me along on a hunt.
Sounds exciting. Take care, Brian.
And you, Ms. Ryan? April. Now, I have business with the innkeeper. So, how about it, Benrime? Do you have a cup or four of your mulled wine to spare for an old drunkard?
As I remember it, Westhouse, you still owe me money on your tab from before the war.
My God, you have the memory of a stickman. Ms. Salmon, I've honestly missed this place. Hell, you're probably right. I owed a lot of people money back then. Seeing as I'm still a bit short on cash, you'll have to add this to my tab. But I'm coming into some gold tomorrow. Old debts repaid, so I'll settle it then.
That'll be the day the Azadi decide to just up and leave. Money first. Mulled wine after.
You're a tough woman, and I respect that. I have to tell you about this tavern I visited in a town near Altaban.
You don't see a lot of Zid in Marcuria.
Old Town's getting too crowded.
Potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies, everything a wizard, witch, or warlock may require, using only the finest organic ingredients, Elguan bladders, rat tails, dung. Visit Roper's Spells and Filtress for premium quality potions, magical ingredients, and made to
order. It didn't even go out
charge.
when the Tyrant held the city.
What do the Azadi want from us? Why have they stuck us in here?
We haven't done anything to them, and we can't help who we are.
Curiously shaped cookies. Curiously shaped cookies.
Wait, that man. He looks very familiar. Why am I thinking of moving stairways? Good God, Roper Clax.
At your service, milady. What may I do for... Wait. I know you. Where do I know you from? April. April Ryan.
Oh, well...
How lovely to see you.
Say what?
It's been too long, my dear. Too long.
Yeah. I guess it's been... long.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
How lovely. Me? I'm rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated? How so?
Being soundly walloped by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. It gave me perspective, time to think. When I finally escaped that confounding device, I joined WWWA. Wicked Witches and Warlocks Anonymous. It's a marvelous support group for wizarding professionals.
Oh.
Oh, it helped tremendously to find others who shared my affliction.
Affliction?
A desire for evil deeds and world domination, your basic, EDWD syndrome.
I see. And now?
Cured! I'm free of my desire to conquer and control, and I'm happy to be a simple merchant and published author.
I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It is indeed. So, April Ryan, is there anything I can do to help repay what you did for me?
You said something about being an author?
I published one. I wrote my memoirs a few years ago. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax.
What's the F stand for?
Nothing. It just looked better on the cover. Anyway, as it turned out, the first and only print run had a slight problem. A small charm made its way onto page 108. When readers got to that page, the book, as misfortune would have it, exploded.
And you had nothing to do with that?
Me? Absolutely not. I've been acquitted of all charges, and every single lawsuit has been dismissed in the magical court. I'm quite innocent. It does mean, however, that only one copy of Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax exists, and that would be mine. I've decharmed it, and page 108 is quite safe to read now, if you're interested.
Not really, no. I actually do need some help.
That's great! Anything to assist the woman who turned my life around.
I'm looking for a way to get to the City of the Dark People.
Visiting old friends, I take it? Your adventures are the stuff of legends, April Ryan. By the way, did you ever read that pamphlet they published? The one with the amusing drawings? April
rye bread and the rod of joy?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll never forget that illustration where the Dolmari lady takes the rod of joy and sticks it right...
Anyway, about the Dark People's City.
Ah, yes. What do you plan on doing there?
I need to visit their library.
The library? Indeed. They are collectors, these Dark People. They collect all sorts of knowledge, arcane, forbidden knowledge. Anyway, as luck would have it, there's a shadow ship docked down in the harbor right now. I'm sure they'll let the famous April Ryan, I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
That's perfect, thank you. How did you get out of that calculator I trapped you in?
I had to learn advanced trigonometry. After that, it was as easy as multiplying the root of pi with the volume of my mathematical prison.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated.
It took me 5 years, but I gained some important personal skills in the process. I even had time to write a book, so it was all for the best.
Thanks.
At your service, milady. If you ever need a potion or a charm, visit Roper's Spells and Filtres. Visit Roper's Spells and Filtres for premium quality potions, magical ingredients, and made-to-order charms.
A Samare. I thought they didn't like the ocean. Maybe she's curious. A Samare. I seek passage to your city. I wish to visit the library.
We are here to trade and to collect. We do not take on passengers.
A long time ago, I sailed on one of your ships, and I met one of your people. He called me a wave.
Not many of your kind would lay claim to such a title.
I'm not laying claim to anything. I'm just telling you what he told me.
If you were a wave, we would grant you passage. But all I see is a human.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
I'm desperate. I need to get to your city, to your library. I'm looking for someone.
There are no humans in the city. Rarely is anyone allowed to visit our forest.
Not a human. Someone else. The White of the Dragkin.
I know of no such creature. You should look elsewhere.
I'm only in town for a short visit. I will not stay long. I am better off back home.
The captain. He looks a bit too relaxed, seeing as there. How are things going?
Most of the supplies are on board. We're missing a few crates of grains and vegetables, a delivery of potions, and some other bits and pieces.
Good. Don't linger too long.
The paperwork's already being processed by the Azadi. Those fools. If only they knew what...
Shh! Not here. I don't think it's a good idea to tempt fate.
I didn't think you believed in that spiritual claptrap, Raven. Fate? Ha! We make our own destiny.
Still, better to be on the safe side. You don't foresee any problems, then?
Everything's in order. This ship's going to the islands. At least according to all the properly stamped and perfectly forged documents.
I'll rest easy only when you've reached safe harbor.
Don't fret. You'll rest easy soon enough.
I'd like to ask for...
We do not take on...
I'll pay you good money for passage.
We do not crave.
Then what do you...
We are here to find new additions to our library. Someday it will be complete, and we can sleep. Until then, we travel, and we collect.
I'd like to ask for passage...
We do not...
I'm sure we can come to some sort of understanding.
We cannot.
You did once. A long time ago, I was given passage on one of your ships.
Then you were fortunate.
Curiously shaped cookies. April Ryan. What can I do for you?
Would you be interested in parting with that book of yours?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last remaining copy, you know. All the other copies spontaneously combusted.
I'm aware of that, but I need something to get me passage on that shadow ship down in Shady Quay.
You believe my book would help with that?
Maybe. The Dark People collect books, and yours is quite unique. Isn't that so?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't you consider it an honor to have your first published novel become a part of the greatest library in Arcadia?
I would. I would indeed. Wait, I have it right here. I carry it with me always. There you go. Treat it with care. Don't let it get wet. Don't feed it red meat. And for the love of the balance, do not hold it upside down when there's a full moon. Oh, never again shall I glance upon the top 10 reasons why you should not build a flying castle on page 42 and smile knowingly.
But think about it. Thousands of people will get to enjoy your unique outlook on life. Your book will be part of something much, much greater.
You're right. Of course, you're right. Go on, take it away, or I shall become emotional, and when a wizard weeps, the whole world weeps with him. Ah, the humanity, the humanity.
You collect books, isn't that right?
We collect all that is written and recorded. Books, scrolls, stones, crystals, history, poetry, journals, stories. From the first word to someday, the last. Until our collection is complete, we will continue to travel, to trade, and to collect.
I guess the last existing copy of a rare book would be pretty important to you.
It would be. Unless we already possess it.
You don't. Not this one. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Rupert F. Clacks.
I will speak with my brothers at the library. This is a book we do not have. We need it for our library. Will you part with it?
For a price. I need to get to your city.
Show me the book, so that I can see for myself. Very well, human. This book is of value to us. We will grant you passage on our shadow ship.
Thank you. When do we leave?
Very soon. We await only the last deliveries from our suppliers. Step aboard.
You sure you don't want anything to eat? I can order in.
I'm not very hungry. Thanks, though.
All right. Some coffee. Tea?
No, thanks.
I have, whiskey.
I'm fine, Damien. Really.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I think you shouldn't believe a word of what that man told you. He was trying to get inside your head. There's no proof that anything's happened to Reza.
I hope you're right. If I've come this far and it turns out Reza's...
Stop it. There's nothing to be gained from imagining the worst. He must be very important to you. Reza, I mean.
He is. Reza was my best friend for so long. And I was totally in love with him. When that feeling went away, I don't love him any less. But it's different now. I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost faith. Not just in him, in everything. School, my friends, my hobbies, my future, Reza. Nothing seems to matter that much anymore. And that's why, when Reza went missing, I knew I had to go after him. Not just because he's my friend, and not just because I love him, but because if I didn't, then who would I be? What would I be? I may not like the Zoe I'm turning into, but I would have hated the Zoe who just abandoned her best friend like that. So, yes, he's very important to me. Of course. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want him to be okay.
So, that man.
The one in the garden. He acted like he's behind the whole thing. Like he controls Watty Corp.
I've heard rumors, but I've never actually believed. I think his name is Alvin Peets. He'd be several hundred years old, but in a way, it still makes sense. It's a sort of urban water cooler legend. Whatever happened to Alvin Peets? No one knows. But there are lots of theories. Some say they've heard he's been kept alive by machines, and that he still controls Watercorp. It's the kind of thing you have a good laugh at.
He wasn't just hooked up to a machine, Damien. He looked like he was a machine. At least partly so. And he was just... evil. Sad, pathetic and hateful. He claimed that we were stealing his senses. I think he was actually afraid of me.
From what you told me earlier, it sounds like he's completely dependent on the wire. The static must be scaring the hell out of him. If he needs the wire to see and hear, he's completely lost without it.
I just don't feel safe anymore. He knew who I was. He's been inside Reza's dreams. He has spies everywhere, cameras, bots.
Don't worry, Zoe. He won't find you here, I promise. I'll check around tomorrow, see if I can dig up any information on Pete's. You must be tired. I'm keeping you up.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I am quite tired. I guess I should find a hotel and figure out what to do next. Thanks for the clothes, Damien. Oh...
Hey, no, there's no need to find a hotel. You can stay here. I mean, if you're comfortable with that. I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I know, but you've been through a lot, and you're helping me out, so the least I can do is let you sleep in my bed. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean.
Thanks, Damien. If you're okay with me staying here, I will.
Okay, so, let me get the bed ready for you.
That's okay. I can...
Yeah. Well, I guess you can give me a hand.
Okay. Yes. Great.
By the way, if I'm gone when you wake up tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I have to be at the office quite early.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Good. Let me find you a sheet and a cover.
This is it, Apostle. The Empire's greatest achievement east of Sadir. A monument to our might and to our faith.
Even in Sadir, there is nothing that can compare to this. Why was it built so tall?
You're asking the wrong man. I don't question the infinite wisdom of the Six. I have absolute faith in their decisions.
Of course, as do we all.
Go right inside, Apostle. The emissary is expecting you.
I am expected in the emissary's office. I should go inside.
Apostle Alvane, welcome to Mercuria. Please, join me. We are honored to have you visit us. I trust your journey was comfortable.
It was, Mistress. This is an impressive edifice.
The construction is almost complete. We will soon celebrate the inauguration of a permanent Azadi seat in the Northlands. The Six will travel all the way from Sadir to be here for that momentous occasion. But I bore you. You already know this. So, Apostle, I understand that you have been sent here to bring the word of the goddess to the Scorpion.
I have. He's responsible for the death of many trueborn here in the north.
Indeed. And I surmise the Six no longer have faith that we will find him and kill him ourselves.
I am only here to assist in your efforts, Mistress. I do not intend to challenge the authority and expertise of your commanders.
I see. Well, we should be grateful that an apostle will lend his sword to the task. These terrorists, they have become more than a nuisance. They stand in the way of technological progress and spiritual enlightenment. They are only making it worse for the people they claim to protect. After all,
We wish only for these heathens to be bathed in the purifying light of the goddess, and to receive passage to paradise. Instead, those bothersome few make life miserable for everyone. They seek liberty and democracy, but what we have given them is so much greater than that. Without us, they would not even have the city. We have given them peace, prosperity, and progress. What more could they ask for?
Yes, Mistress.
So where do you intend to start looking? If you wish, I can lend you the services of my men.
Thank you, Emissary. I will require only a few men, but not yet. I have a few leads to follow first.
Just do what you must to stamp out the fire before it spreads too wide. I will have no more delays to the construction of the tower. Our schedule must be upheld, or there will be grave consequences for everyone.
I will do everything in my power to bring the Scorpion to justice, Mistress.
Good. You may leave me, Apostle. I will see you again soon.
Commander Vamon.
Apostle Alvane. What's brought you out of your sanctuary?
A mission.
A mission? I see. It must be quite a mission for the Council to have sent you all the way from Sadir. After all, it's not like we don't already have many fine officers and agents here in Marcuria. So, who do they want you to kill this time? Anyone I should know about?
My mission is a matter of confidence between myself and the Emissary, Commander.
Don't insult me, Alvane. I have the Emissary's ear and our utmost confidence. We're not in Sadir. Things are done differently here.
Commander.
Forgive me, Mistress. Did I speak out of order?
The Apostle is here at the behest of the Six. We would do well to treat him with respect.
Of course. And he's most welcome to our little outpost of the Empire.
He was just leaving. Thank you, Apostle. May the light of the goddess illuminate your path.
Thank you, Emissary. Commander.
Apostle. Mistress, you sent for me.
What do you make of this Alvane? You served with him in Sadir, did you not?
I did, Mistress. Alvane is a brilliant swordsman and a loyal servant to the Six.
Spare me your politics, Commander. We are alone.
I don't trust him. He's risen through the ranks much too quickly. He has connections.
Someone inside the Sixth Circle holds his hand.
I believe so. His skill with the sword is better than adequate. But his standing in the court is unprecedented for a man of his caste.
Yes. He is young, is he not?
Too young. And he has no family, no blood.
Ah. Now I see why you dislike him so much.
My pardons, Mistress. But his lineage is not all that I distrust. He has strange friends, and his virtuousness is galling. Why this sudden interest in Apostle Alvane?
The Six have sent him here without consulting me, which is worrying. I wonder what this could possibly mean. Also, the Apostle appears soft-hearted. He has never been this far from home. If he begins to empathize with these heathens...
I understand. What would you have me do?
I want to have him followed. Make sure he does not get distracted from his mission.
As you wish, Mistress.
That is all, Commander. You may go.
Thank you, Mistress. The Apostle will never stray far from my sight. I can assure you of that.
honor us with your presence. Your wave has crossed many oceans and carried our vessels far abroad.
Thank you. So you know who I am? The Shadow Guy didn't.
It is curious. We share a common memory, and our thoughts are as one. He should have known. Maybe he was simply confused. Maybe his eyes were blinded. Maybe.
That's fine. I'm here now. So this is your fabled city. It's stunning.
It is one city. It never ceases to move. It flows at the will of the cosmos, at the mercy of waves and currents. You have come to see the white of the kin.
Yes, that's right. Why is she here, with you?
It is not for us to know the mind of the Draic kin. You may ask her that question yourself. Come. She is in the library.